rain came. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hey, check it out. We got rain. Finally. I tell you, it was so dry. All our crops are up except for the last 20 acres. We got the excavator home. Greg finished that last 20 acres. He was moving brush, he was burning, he had big piles. You know, a couple videos back, or it might have been a month ago, I was hauling them logs out of there. It was that field. He did a good job. He's been up there for the last 3 weeks by himself, excavating, backhoeing, dozing, and the last 2 days ago, we picked it by hand. I'm gonna show you how dry it was. I got a time lapse of us picking it by hand, and he was picking with the skid steer. Let's go. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video. We got family time and we got subscriber shout out, question answers. Wow, did you see that dust flying? It was dry. Finally, we got some moisture. We're feeling good about it. Once it dries out, probably the end of the week, we'll plant that to soybeans. Dad went up there, he disced it one time after us picking it. We'll pick it again by hand again, disc it again probably. Then the rest of our soybeans will in. All our crops will be in, and it's early yet. So next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get this white tractor right here. She's been tucked away, semi-retirement. She blew a tire. Okay, it blew this tire, and Greg finally got around to putting it on, him and Dad, when me and Mark were working. But this is ready to go back on the manure spreader. That other tractor we used, it's our spraying tractor. And with this rain, that corn's starting to really come up. So we're gonna get that hooked up with a sprayer. We're gonna be spraying before long, spraying them weeds in the corn. So this has got to go back on the manure spreader. We'll hook that up. We're going to head down the dry cow lot. Hey, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We're going for 25,000 subscribers. Hit the little bell. That way you get notified when I put out a new video. And let's go. I tell you, this is just a sound old tractor. It really is. Squeaky seat. Wow, look at that. Half a crank. She fires right up. You're ready to haul some manure. We got our poo scraper that helps clean the manure spreader. Oh, someone's trying to get a hold of me. So now we're all set to go. All right, we got to head down to the dry cows. Let's go. Chilling off a little bit. So we might put our bibs on. Back in operation, back in action. Go white. What do you think, girls? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. How you doing, guys? Hey, I had to put my bibs on. She got a little cold. Most of this water, I mean, look at the water we got. That was some rain. It runs right through this barnyard. And from here I can see it looks like she's plugged up. That the culvert running through them pre-stalls is plugged. Morning. How we doing, guys? Morning. Talk about a flood. Let's let this water out. It's always something, ain't it, guys? Wow. Back stretch here, huh? That'll get her moving. Talk about good fertilizer. Collect that in a jar. Trickle that on your tomato plants. Watch them grow. We'll let that drain. Check the rest of the barnyard over. And lo and behold, I do. I got a calf down here. Look at this little guy. What do we got? We got a heifer. Look at the color pattern on him. Nice looking calf here. Wet, wasn't born too long ago. Last couple days I seen one bag at number 120. I know it's there she is too. Look at her. She's staring at us right there. That's her. It's a veteran cow right there. And a lot of guys you asked, you said about them milk fevers, why was I getting them? Is it because you're putting them in with the main milk cows? That's exactly why. We've never had a transition pen. This is like the transition pen. So when I bring them up, I got to bring them up as close to calving as possible because I'm mixing them in. And so being born down here this time of year, not exactly a bad thing, because I know once that cow gets up to the main cow for herd and she starts eating that feed, she's gonna hit the ground running. But if you mix them in too early and they get on that other feed, it can hurt them. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get them a round bale in here, get them fed, take the attention off this calf, and I'll move mom and the calf all at once. How you doing, bud? What's up? Special delivery while we were tending to that drain. Greg dropped me some bales. As you can see, we still got a handful of mischievous ones. They're gonna walk over. I still gotta rail this side up. You rail that side up and I'll be good to go. But in the meantime, I gotta deal with these little rebels. Aren't you? Rebel without a cause. While they're making their way to that feed bunk, we're gonna get this set up, figure out how to get that calf and 120 in here. Lock this off. What I do is I'll bring the skid steer in here and I'll place him in the bucket and bring him in there and then put him in the pen, and the cow usually follows. Make a move. Mama. Come on, Mama Bear. Mama Bear? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Got her. Guys, real quick before we head out of here, if you notice the ag bag is gone. I completely used it up. I let that silo down. I fed them today all with silo. You've seen that. The silo is probably over half, so we're gonna have plenty of feed. And man, is it running just pouring out of there. While we were screwing around in there, Greg brought me some hay down from up there. We've got plenty from up there. He's bringing me some down here just to fill in, because we're gonna be about out, but in a couple weeks we should be baling, start chopping, and then when we get caught up with that, if we have some older hay field that's not as good for the silo, we'll say, a little thinner, mow that down, dry it out, fill this back in with fresh hay. Let's go. Real quick, guys, on our way up, I wanted to show you the new seeding. We did get that hay field, and remember, this over here around this barn is going to be silage corn, but this is that field that we got planted, remember? We got it in early. Look, he had a dribble there, like a little thick snake there. Look at that. But this is going to be your hay. If you look, these are oats, and in here, that's your hay coming in. So we got a dandy on our hands. Let's get her unloaded. You know how I said it was pretty cold this morning? I'm gonna put this heat lamp on him. A little heat never hurt anybody. He was fairly dry, but he's shivering if you see him. So let's get him heated up, dried out, and get some colostrum in him. What I do is I'll lock the heat right in, lock him right in with a straw. Warm him right up. You'll think he's in Florida and not Michigan. Good hit. Good hit. Good hit. Good hit. Good hit.
Oh, that was a good pitch.
Come on, bud. Okay guys, check it out. We got the Grant man here. I hope you liked the video. I'll try to keep this light out of his eyes. He's got a shirt that says Farmer Strong. He's being a good boy. He's got the hiccups. He ate too much, drank too much. You seen it. We got the rain. The ground's going to soak it right up. We got 20 acres left. We might even be able to get back in there tomorrow. We're going to finish picking that piece, and then we're going to plant it, and we're going to be done. We'll look forward to, you know, cutting the rest of that hay down and chopping and baling, because we're getting low. We're getting low on them round bales. So, hey, subscriber shout out. If Grant will bear with us. Grant, you going to bear with us? Carly Patterson out of Michigan. Thanks for continuing to post videos. We enjoy watching them. And so does our 2-year-old son, Lincoln. He needs a shout out. The milkman's grandson, Lincoln, are you watching? Keep on watching, Sonny. You might be a farmer someday. You were just this guy's size 2 years ago. So I appreciate it. Appreciate you watching the videos. Get on Farm Focus, get you a hat or a tumbler, and stay tuned. God bless. Subscribe. 25,000 push, and we're gonna get it. See you in the next one. Thanks.